Good morning, Michigan. Michael Patrick Shields with you, heard on radio stations all across the state like WMMI in Mount Pleasant, WJML in Petoskey, WJNL in Traverse City. It's WBCH in Hastings, WJIM in Lansing, WNEM in Saginaw, WJRW in Grand Rapids, and in Muskegon and St. Joe, Benton Harbor as well. We're glad to have you with us, whatever station you may be listening on this morning. And remember, you can always find us at AmericanMetalRoofs.com. You can log in there. They are our sponsor. If you want to save up to 50% on your energy bills, you can go to American Metal Roofs. They'll come out to your place and do an energy audit. Or you can get an entirely new roof that'll last a lifetime and is very stylish. We are at MichiganTalkNetwork.com, and you can listen to the interviews that we provide over and over again. They're all there thanks to audio director Tony Cuthbert. We have pictures of the staff and links to our Facebook page, links to our YouTube page if you want to see what we look like. And those of you who are watching on Fox 47, remember, we can see you too this morning in the Lansing area. It's our television affiliate. They have 9 or 10 cameras mounted all around this studio here. We're just a couple blocks from the Capitol, right on the Avenue of Michigan, across from the baseball stadium. We invite you to join us one of these mornings. Brings your kids down, especially when they get out of school. They want to see what a TV show looks like or a radio show. We have a coffee house attached next door, so you can kick back, relax, have a cup of coffee, and watch the program in person. If you come from anywhere in the state, we've got a lobby with memorabilia, and we would love to have you here with us any morning. We love to have you on the radio, and again, at MichiganTalkNetwork.com to connect any of those ways that you like. Coming up shortly, the former University of Michigan football coach, Lloyd Carr, who led the Wolverines to the 1997 National Championship, he is going to be inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. Lloyd Carr was on the College Football Hall of Fame ballot this year for the first time, and on the very first time he was inducted. Last year it was Michigan Heisman Trophy winner Desmond Howard inducted, so Michigan's well represented in the College Football Hall of Fame. Lloyd Carr, very active in fundraising, and in fact, Al Glick has donated $3 million to Mott Children's Hospital in Lloyd Carr's name. Very overwhelming for the coach. We'll talk with him about that coming up shortly. Lloyd Carr. Anybody who listens to this program or perhaps read my book, Invite Yourself to the Party, knows that I have a long relationship with Coach Lloyd Carr. I consider him a mentor because it was way back in 1983 in the principal's office. Sister Nancy was her name at Our Lady of Mount Carmel High School. And believe it or not, I know you'll find this hard to believe, but I was serving detention after school. I was invited by the teacher and the principal to stay after school. So I was sitting in the all by myself, mind you, in Sister Nancy's office, and she went to run an errand or something like that. And I'm just sort of biding my time there, and a tall man walked in and asked for Sister Nancy, and I said, Sister Nancy's down the hall. She'll be back any time now. And he looked at me, this man, and he said, what are you doing here this hour of the day, young man? I said, hey, I got in a little bit of trouble and I'm serving detention. Well, it just so happened that the guy who was standing in the doorway of Sister Nancy's office was Lloyd Carr. And at the time, he was an assistant coach for the Michigan Wolverines. He coached the defensive backs. And he was downriver recruiting one of our players from our football team at Little Mount Carmel, Class D. Wasn't me, mind you, because I was a football player, but I wasn't going to be recruited by any colleges. And Lloyd Carr, turns out, had spent a lot of time in Riverview, Michigan when he was a young man and coached there at the Riverview Pirates in high school. And so we got to talking, and we talked a little bit about why I was there and why I shouldn't be sitting in the principal's office and why he was there and what he was up to. So, for me, that was like epic stuff. That was like a Greek god walking in, one of the coaches of the University of Michigan. And so I was embarrassed, of course, to be serving detention. But he made his point, and he gave me a little pamphlet, and he says, why don't you come out to our football camp this summer? We have a camp for high school students, and you'd probably get a lot out of it. So I did, and I went and participated in the University of Michigan summer football camp with Bo Schembechler and Gary Moeller and Lloyd Carr, and they were all there. And I lived in the South Quad dorm for a week and practiced in Michigan Stadium and the Michigan practice facility, and got to meet all the assistant coaches, Alex Agassi and John Falk, the equipment trainer, and Mike Gittleson was the trainer. And to a young guy, being able to walk into those facilities and practice with Michigan football coaches was really quite astonishing. So I kept in touch with Lloyd Carr, and I still have the pictures of myself with Bo Schembechler and the autographs and that sort of thing. But he was nice enough to sort of write back to me every time I wrote to him, and that was really cool. So I went back to the camp another year, and he said, you know, if you want to be an equipment assistant with the Wolverines, if you come to Michigan, we'll make sure you get that job. And now I was on the big time, right? I was going to be a teacher and a football coach, and I was going to be on the sidelines with Bo Schembechler taking care of the equipment and all of that great stuff. And I asked Lloyd Carr, would you come and speak at our high school sports banquet? Now, mind you, our entire school had only 300 people, so our graduating class was only 80. This was a small Catholic school in Wyandotte. And Lloyd Carr said, yes, I will come and speak. And can you imagine when I went to the athletic director at the school and said, I've got a speaker for you. It's Michigan Wolverine assistant coach Lloyd Carr. Well, the town went nuts, and the thing sold out, and it was very exciting to have a big star coach like that coming in. And for me, in honesty, as a high school student, to be able to make that happen at my little school, well, I guess I invited him to the party, and I invited myself to the party. And so that was really, really fun, and I'll never forget the kindness that he showed in coming to do that. My grades weren't good enough to get initially into Michigan, so my career path changed a little bit. I became a broadcaster instead of a high school teacher and coach. But Lloyd Carr, recognizing that, gave me sideline passes anyway while I was in college, so I got to watch Bo Schembechler up close and coach Lloyd Carr, and we just kept in touch over all the years. And when he became the head coach, I was there for the very first game there. It was Labor Day weekend in a stifling hot Michigan stadium. When he won the national championship with that undefeated season in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, I was there as the sun set over the San Gabriel Mountains. And then in his last game, that stunning victory over Florida and Tim Tebow in the Capital One Bowl in Orlando, I was there too to see my mentor, Lloyd Carr. And I can tell you, it was misty on all three of those occasions. So now Lloyd Carr will go to the College Football Hall of Fame, and it was 1997 that he got the undefeated season and the Rose Bowl victory and the national championship. So we'll talk with him in New York in just a couple of minutes and see how he's feeling about going into the Hall of Fame. All-around good guy, Coach Lloyd Carr, important to me. I write about it in the book, Invite Yourself to the Party. We'll invite him to the program in just a couple of minutes. Tom Izzo will join us later, too. He spent some time at Augusta National, so we'll find out what that was like. My name is Michael Patrick Shields. You can find us at MichiganTalkNetwork.com. It's Michigan's Morning Show.